Hello and welcome to another edition of Charlesgate TV. I'm P.T. Weinberg with Charlesgate Realty Group, which apparently is very funny. With me today is terrible high school hockey player but exceptional residential mortgage specialist, Ravi Pahuja. And we want to talk a little bit about the state of the market, both from the lending standpoint and from a real estate standpoint. So, Poosh, what are you seeing out there in the lending world right now?
Things in the lending world are actually loosening up a little bit. In the last, I'd say, 6 to 12 months, we've seen, especially a lot of the local investors, loosen up their guidelines as far as going higher in loan to value, kind of being open up to more products that are available to us now that make it more attractive for financing, especially for the the average first-time home buyer, to investors buying multiple properties in throughout the city. So things are definitely loosening up on the guideline end. Obviously, all banks are still dotting their I's and crossing their T's, but the products that are available now are a little bit more attractive.
Okay, good. Rates right now, I mean,
Rates
they've never
right
been
now,
lower, right?
no, all-time lows right now on the 30-year, right around mid-threes with great credit. On the adjustable rate mortgages, or the ARMs, those are the products that can adjust after certain amounts of time. I don't see those rates going too much lower. Really, there's not much more room left for those.
Can't go any lower.
Yeah, I mean, they're almost, not at zero, but close to it, and the margins are just almost, there's nothing left. So
Yeah.
I see those bottoming out as it stands, but the 30-year fix is just there too, just about. So.
Okay. And still a lot of refinance activity?
The refinance activity is pretty steady. Fortunately, in the last 12 to 24 months, for people who did purchases for example, we're doing their refinances now in values in the city, especially in areas in particular in the Back Bay and the South End, and in some parts of South Boston, the values are coming in 5 to 7% higher. So we're actually, in some cases, helping people out by dropping their private mortgage insurance. Great. Which they needed to buy if they didn't have the 20% down at the time of the purchase.
Okay. And just so people know how that works, you need private mortgage insurance unless you have 20% equity in a home. So if you put 10% down 2 years ago on a $400,000 purchase, and then you just recently went to refinance it with Ravi, and the appraisal came in at 440 or higher, then you just made up that 10% with the coupled with the 10% you put down initially, and you can get rid of that PMI. So
as well as getting the lower rate.
Yeah, right. And again, rates now are mid threes compared to probably a year ago mid fours.
Yeah, probably mid fours. Yeah.
Yeah. So and that's really translating into the real estate side of things as well. Just given how low rates are, there's a lot of demand right now. The only real problem we've got is a lack of inventory. Inventory is at frankly, it's its lowest point in a decade, and you're seeing a lot of multiple offer situations on good properties that are coming on market. And we just wish there was more inventory. And I really don't think that the price pressure you're seeing will be adversely affected by an increased inventory. I think that there's so much demand right now, given in large part the rates, that there's just a lot of buyers out there that if.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to add to, because the rates are so low, people don't mind going up an extra $5,000-$10,000.
No, not at all.
It doesn't cost them maybe another $10-$15 a month to get the property they want, as opposed to missing out.
Exactly. Exactly. So, in the grand scheme of things right now, I think it's a very competitive market. It's a great time to buy with rates where they are. Again, we'd love to see a little more inventory, but it just means you got to be that much more ready to go when the time comes to explore that purchase, find the right agent that's really going to pounce on the market on your behalf, get you into these places before anybody else, and get your ducks in a row on the mortgage end. Talk to someone like Ravi, get pre-approved, and have all your finances in order so you can present yourself as the best buyer possible. And I think if you're doing those things, you can certainly find success in this market. So, any questions? Obviously, feel free to contact us. And thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.